Hello, Radiant Soul Lights. Welcome to Soul Insights and Tarot. I'm Michele. If you're new, a warm welcome to you. I hope you find some insight and understanding. For this reading, we're going to be looking at the Lion's Gate, that gateway portal of light, and to see what portal is opening up for you, what opening is happening through this very powerful gateway, this very powerful transit and transition. It is a portal of light, it is an opening, it brings in opportunity, but it also brings some level of transition. Think of being carried from one part of a shore to another. As always, the timestamps are in the description box below. I will do a short meditation. First, we'll get to the soul stories. I'll let you know which soul story is which, and you can either stay with me for the meditation or you can go right to the individual soul stories. I'm also going to do a bit of a collective energetic reading on this particular 8-8 gateway, so you may want to stick around for that as well. If not, that is totally fine. So this is going to be soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. And we're going to have different decks for each one. So for soul story number 1, we've got the Psychic Tarot. For soul story number 2, we've got the Light Seer Tarot. And for soul story number 3, we have the Good Tarot. Now, what's interesting is that each of the cards I just noticed now are green or have green on them for connecting into the heart center, the heart chakra. The chakras can be different colors. The heart chakra can also be a rose pink, and it corresponds to the higher heart chakra, which is a magenta color, or the universal heart, which is magenta. Magenta has to do with the collective consciousness, but also, especially for healing purposes or integration or synthesizing purposes, we look at the heart chakra as green. Now, for those of you that also like crystals to connect in with, I'm going to pull a couple of crystals here that are speaking to me. Okay, this is very interesting. Okay, I'm feeling the lapis actually wanting to come through. Okay, so we've got lapis lazuli, and that's going to be on soul story number 1. Then we have the black moonstone here. And then we have 2 here. We have the magnetic hematite. Can you see that? And then we have the desert rose, okay, which is the raw form of a selenium. So that's going to be interesting. Selenite, rather, selenium. Look up selenium, which I feel that has to do with a mineral. So I'm getting something with the body already with soul story number 3. But this is selenite. All right. So I'm going to tune in. You'll be able to, you can pause the video and get a closer look at the cards and the decks that are being used. As you notice, each one is a lion for the Lion's Gate. I just had to do that. And I'm going to get into the general overview and a short meditation, and then I'll get into the individual soul stories for each of you. Again, soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. All right, Radiant Soul Light. So one of the things that I'm definitely getting for this gateway portal of light, also known as the Lion's Gate, which we have many gateway portals of light. We have one November, December that opens, that lasts, used to be every few years, every I don't know, 5 to 10 years actually. Then it became yearly. Now it opens November, December, and then in through about January, February. And then there's a slight closing, and then it opens in again around the time of May, June, right around the time of Gemini. And it does correspond to the galactic center, as Gemini is the opposite or complementary sign to Sagittarius, and the galactic center is at Sagittarius. So my understanding right now with the energy pattern that's taking place is that, well, for one thing, the North Node is going to be trining. The North Node in Aries is going to be trining that galactic center. Right as I'm doing this, we have Venus retrograde in Leo. And then, of course, Pluto was in Aquarius. It retrograded back into Capricorn, and it'll go back into Aquarius in January. So, mid-January. So, I'm not going to do a deep dive into the astrology, but what I want to share with you is that there are these activating energies right now. Some of them are trining energies that are bringing more ease, that have to do with spirit, connecting into spirit, the spiritual aspect of you, or the undifferentiated aspect, the life force animating energy. And this could be passion, purpose, inspiration, flashes of insight. It is an energy of movement, but movement through the higher mind. So to some degree, there's this leaving or letting go or reimagining our life and moving beyond the ego or egoic responses, moving beyond wounding responses, moving beyond conditioned responses. And so one of the things that happens with the Lion's Gate is there is, to some degree, this Leonian energy, but also connecting into the galactic center, there is this energetic moving, almost like a little mini earthquake, if you will. Like it's a polishing of the philosopher's stone, which, by the way, is lapis, is the philosopher's stone. There's friction, like you put friction on a crystal, a stone, a gemstone, on a diamond, on a ruby. You polish it to get its brilliance. And so part of that polishing is getting to the higher vision or the bigger picture, the vision of the soul, the vision of your creativity, of your expression, of your expansion, and of love, and doing it with love. So that connection from the galactic center into the heart chakra, into the heart center of the individual, or what we say metaphysically of the mind of man, meaning mankind or humankind, is connecting into that heart chakra of having a heart opening. This could be an opening to something you love, an opening, an opportunity, someone you love. I love doing my tarot readings here. I love this community. I love the Patreon community. I love the people on Instagram. I love connecting with all these people, and it inspires me. So between, the 20s of July into about the mid, I would say even to the end, because I like to read the energies kind of broad. There is this opportunity to open up to more inspiration, more passion, more purpose, and really connect into the heart center, and to connect it with others in your life through this heart center and through this bigger vision of why you're here. So this particular Lion's Gate portal is opening up something about your truth, about your mission, about love, about relationship to yourself and others, about, for some of you, about passion and purpose, about nature, about enjoying your time on earth more, being in nature more, connecting into your higher ideals and becoming more inspired, and for some of you, even inspiring others. So we find in strength there is a taming, there is an alchemical process. Now, why is there a woman always on the strength card? And actually in the Crowley deck is lust. This particular deck has soul story number 3, lust. And lust is used as, not a negative, we've kind of learned it to be that, but primal energy, passion. And the thing is, in order to go into that alchemical process, we have to be in our feminine. We have to open up to it. We have to open up to the energies of the earth, of the world, of the universe. We have to open up to our higher self. In opening up, there's a yielding that takes place. So we don't think, oh, I know it all, or I know what's going to happen, or I've got it all together, or I know what I'm going to do. Sure, we do something which is more electrical in the world, more the masculine. But when you come to that strength card, you open up to a higher vibrational aspect of you, a higher vision. You open up to perhaps even something that you don't know or don't understand, but you feel. So when we open up, in a sense, to the less, to our instinctual nature, we feel passion. We feel passionate about something. And that can sometimes be a little scary for people, like, oh my God, where am I going to go? Or I met somebody, I really care about them or love them, or I'm very attracted to them. It can be a little scary. Am I going to lose control? So at the strength card, you learn how to have this control without over-controlling and being rigid. And as it conjuncts or aspects the galactic center, we take that energy, that instinctual energy, the feeling tone of our being, and we channel it for a higher purpose, for higher creation. Some say we sublimate it. We sublimate these lower vibrational energies, but really we bring it up to a new level, but we open up. So it's really important for you right now to open up to the passion of your life, to have more joy, be more playful, be more curious. Sagittarius is a bit of an explorer also. So opening up to the passion and purpose within you, opening up to your feeling nature, opening up to your emotions, and trust your spiritual path, your principles, your soul path. Trust that you will be guided through the higher self as where to direct this energy. So there definitely will be within the next few months something that has your attention, that has you very excited, curious, that you feel very passionate about, or you perhaps are very interested, or someone's interested in you. For some of you, this could be a job, a career, a new living situation, something you're learning even. Sagittarius, it could be philosophy, the higher mind, psychology to some degree. It could be religion, spirituality, it could be metaphysics. But there's a new principle and a new philosophy that's coming in your life that has you feeling more open and more free and more heart-connected, heart-centered in how you live and how you respond to your life circumstances, life situations, and the people in your life. So many of you are going to be a lot more genuine and authentic, which is a characteristic, by the way, of Leo in the higher vibrational expression of Leo. The lower vibration could be a little bit fake and ego-y. But when you move into the middle range, middle octave and higher octave of that Leonian, that Leo expression, it's a very authentic expression and wants to lead, wants to share, wants to express, wants to create. And so somewhere in your life, and for some of you multiple areas, that's where you're moving. That's the movement through that portal of more soul expression, more creativity, more fulfillment, more abundance. And some of you, this may bring some kind of new direction that requires you to respond authentically. So think of a job. Maybe you would be more guarded going on an interview, or it could be dating. Maybe normally you would be more guided, but this time you just, without thinking, you show up more real. You're keeping it more real. You say what you really want, what you really need, what you really think. And that actually opens the door to a deeper relationship, or gets the date. You get the date, you start going out, or you get the job because the person's impressed that they're actually looking for a leader. They're looking for leadership qualities, not just a follower. So it's time to trust your instincts and not to be over emotional, but harness those emotions for what is inspiring you and use them to create with, and most of really to have fun with. Both Leo has a lot of sense of humor usually, and so definitely Sagittarius does. Sagittarius speaks the truth or from the truth, sometimes putting the proverbial foot in your mouth, but it doesn't matter. You said what you felt, you said what you thought. So use humor, comedy, open up to new experiences, and let this portal transport you. All right, if you're staying with me for the meditation, let's tune in. And taking a deep breath in your own pace and timing. Pause at the top of the breath, and as you breathe out, let that out breath be a little longer than your in breath. Breathing in lightly and easily now for a count of 3, and pausing for a count of 3. And breathing all the way out for a count of 6. In your own pace and timing, breathing in for a count of 3, pausing for a count of 3, and breathing all the way out for a count of 6. Breathing in lightly and easily for a count of 3, pausing for a count of 3, and breathing all the way out for a count of 6. Now bring your inner gaze, your inner focus in that space in between your in-breath and out-breath, and center there. Release your breath. Allow your breath to be in its own rhythm. Allow your breath to be in its own timing and natural flow, and simply observe your breath. Observe your in-breath and out-breath, and center inside. Now bring your awareness to that 6th chakra, the 3rd eye, right there in the forehead. From the forehead, in between the eyebrows, bridge of the nose to tip of the nose, relax the gaze there. And picture and imagine a long tunnel. Some parts of the tunnel there's darkness, and some parts there's a lot of light. Sometimes there's a little darkness and a little light. Picture that tunnel. And that tunnel is a corridor of light, and you're in the center there. You're moving through the corridor of light. And as you go through that tunnel, there's a widening or opening as you move through that corridor of light or that tunnel of light. You get to the last opening in the corridor of light, and it opens up through that tunnel of light. It opens into a funnel of light. The funnel of light gets wider and wider and wider, and you can feel an expansion as you feel and see more light. You have clarity. Now go up through the funnel of light. Connect in through the funnel of light, extending upward and outward into the energy center of the higher self, moving upward in through the soul star chakra and up, connecting in to the soul seed. And here you have clear vision. Here you see the past, the present, and the future. And here you see the light guiding you. You are always guided and protected. Extend upward and upward more, upward and outward. Extend upward a bit more. Extend upward and outward a bit more. And look down on your life, and you see that you're being guided. There is a silver cord, there is a laser light that connects you. You can see the connection and feel it to your higher self, to your soul, and beyond into the God consciousness, the infinite creative intelligence of the all that is. You see you are being guided. And you can relax now, relax into the understanding that you are being guided, and feel that guidance now. Now come back through the funnel of light, go back into that opening, through that long tunnel. Go back through the tunnel and out through the corridor of light, and you find yourself right where you are, right here, right now. But you've seen your guidance and you feel guided. You see so many openings, opportunities, and possibilities. You know you are protected and you are guided. So when you feel it's right for you, if your eyes were closed, open your eyes and choose the card or cards that choose you, or the stone or crystal. Or choose the tarot stack that calls you or you feel a connection to. For some of you, it may be one card or one soul story. For some of you, two, some of you, all of them. Trust your own inner guidance and inner knowing. Soul story number 1, number 2, and number 3. Hello, soul story number 1. If you chose this strength card, it's a Starseed Tarot card, connect in with that. There's something very magical and mystical about you right now and about your life, and I definitely feel like a lot of you could be starseeds, light workers. You could connect into Atlantean times and or Lemurian times, maybe both of them. You could also connect into astrology. You're definitely getting messages at night. You're getting information in the dream state. You do have a team of guides that work with you, and they really want you to know that what you're building, what you're creating is so beautiful, that there is this harmonizing and melding together that you're creating that is quite beautiful to see. Now, there's something very interesting about you, maybe how you look, what you wear, what you do, or something that you bring together, are two things that don't seem to go together. You're synthesizing a lot right now in your world, in your life. There's a lot that's coming together for you. And out of having to be more receptive and really release control, you're actually getting more healthy control, more control. There's something that you're coming out of, coming through. I am hearing that there is something that you're sharing with the world. I want to make sure you can see that strength. Let's move that here. So it's a very pivotal time, and I just noticed that this is the lapis lazuli, and this card has white, font, white text, but the blue outline. So one thing that this gateway portal of light is opening for you, this Lion's Gate, has a lot to do with your authenticity, your truth. There's something you're going to hit upon, stumble upon, that is so you, and so focuses you, impassions you. I hear it gets you to a next level or a new level. So actually, this Lion's Gate opens for you like a fierce authenticity, speaking your truth. Now, many of you could get asked to teach or speak, or you could be starting to do more workshops or teaching. There's something also about your voice. So some of you could do meditations, or I'm even hearing singing or chanting. But your voice, you're to be using your voice. Now that could literally be writing or speaking or putting, your voice is your perception. It's your soul expression in some kind of authentic form. But a lot of you are going to be speaking. You're actually going to have a throat chakra opening is what I'm hearing. There's a connection for you between the Actually the 6th chakra and the 5th chakra. So a lot of you are finding, because if you take that 6th chakra and add it to the 5th, you're finding your soul tribe, your group. You're finding, some of you, one by one, person by person, new relationship by new relationship, or you could be going back to a group of people that you haven't seen in a while, but you're going back in a new way. You're definitely meant to work with groups, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so we're going to get a little more information, then we're going to see what area of your life also is most opening up for you. And I get a little more insight about this Lion's Gate and what it means for you, what opportunities, what you need to focus on. Wow, a lot of you, there's a lot. We'll see. It's going to be interesting when I get to the area that's going to be opened up for you. But I'm getting a lot with you with groups. Even some of you could have placements in the 11th house in astrology, or Aquarius or Leo even. Yeah, you're getting a galactic group. You're getting some kind of creative. Some of you could work with energy, or you're going to study it, or you're working with a group or a spiritual center. Let's see what we have here. Oh, dreams coming true. Look at that. 9 of Cups. But look at this spiral. This is the soul. You're very much connected to the galactic center. I will say that. And you're very much connected to higher vibrational frequency energy. Now it's really about making this work for you in the 3D world. It's kind of like bringing heaven on earth in a way. But you are really opening up. I don't know what you've been doing, but there's definitely a shift happening for you in your life. Wow, look at that. Blossom. This is very powerful. Look at this. And it's all with this light, these orbs of light. You're working with the light. You're a holder of the light. You release the light. You work with light, energy, sound, toning, frequency. It's time for you to open and blossom. So this Lion's Gate is bringing some type of glow up, some type of blossoming, some type of, and I'm also getting starseed energy, healing energy. Some of you are going to have a lot of light coming and energy coming from your hand. So you have been waiting for this. You've been working on this. You've been wanting this. So there's going to be some tangible manifestation. And we've got confronting 8, the shadow. But look at this. I talked about, if you did the meditation, I talked about this funnel of light, this doorway, this gateway of light. Now this is the Moon card. You're getting your messages from your higher self, from spirit. A lot of you do a lot of work at night, or maybe you're not able to sleep at night. You're getting a lot of downloads or direction through your dreams that you're transforming. You're bringing your higher self through more, your soul, higher self, soul self, your galactic aspect, your spiritual aspect of being, your other dimensional aspect is coming through more. So you're confronting the past and past shadows, and it's time that you do that. So there's something that you're really looking at in your life that's no longer working, and leaving that. Open up. Look at that. Wow. You're opening up. I think you've been closed, perhaps hurt, or gone through a lot in life, and you've done a lot of shadow work. You've confronted a lot. You've looked at a lot. You've looked at different parts of you, different aspects of you. You've looked at what's been your responsibility, what worked, what didn't work, and now you're ready for the love, the fulfillment, whatever it is that you're wanting. You're now ready for it. And look at that, death, transformation. So you're both letting go of something. This could be a grieving process of an old you, an old part of you that you're letting go of. But look in this reading, out of 5 cards, 3 of them are major arcana. So what remains is spirit, or your spiritual essence. So I feel like this Lion's Gate for you brings both a death and rebirth, something you release, a burden. It could be a view of yourself, it could be a person, a situation, a job, or the burden could be just finally making the decision. Because Blossom, this Judgment card, has to do with decision. Now 11 here being Libra, that's justice. It's a karmic situation that you need to detach from something in your life. I'm going to ask for a little more guidance on this. This is very powerful. Ooh, I'm doing this reading at night too, and I'm like, ooh, I love it. I'm just so zoned in and zoned out. Okay, what is that? Yeah, see, healing begins. You've been healing a lot. Devil, and then success and growth. 8 of Wands. But look at that, imprisoned heart. Wow. Soul story number 1. This is a very powerful gateway for you. This Lion's portal for you, because it works all on the heart chakra. So I feel like you finally see what's in your heart and what you have to give or offer, and what you want to create. You're creating more from the heart, or your true blueprint. So there's something that you're going to be putting out in the world that you really love. I just feel even your relationships are changing, and you're drawing in movement. That's the next level of the healing, is to live out what you did internally. That's what this Lion's Gate is bringing you. The portal that's opening up for you is movement, new beginnings, success, and growth. Your dreams coming true. Why? Because now all the work that you did internally, all the inner work, all the shadow work, it has to manifest in denser physical form. So whatever we do internally, and connecting energetically through the subtle energy, through the aura, into the etheric field, it stays in the etheric field till it gains enough vibrational frequency, and then it manifests on the earth plane for us to live out and experience. So you've done the work. This is the emerging. This is how you emerge. It's a complete connection. It's the conjunctio, the divine marriage. You're conjuncting yourself. You're conjuncting your inner feminine and inner masculine, the electrical magnetic aspect of you. You're no longer striving or trying to push or trying to prove yourself. So you are on the trajectory of dreams coming through, because you did the work, you did the shadow work, you looked, and you came out with love. You opened up to yourself. And so there is this new direction opening up for you in experiences with different people. Let's see, what area of life? Wow, the first house. How people see you. People are going to be seeing you differently. You're seeing the world differently. There's a lot opening up to you in your physicality. Probably your physicality is going to be changing into a way that you want. Okay? So it's much more emotional. And then Pluto, that card wasn't supposed to come out. What was supposed to come out was the house, 7th house. I thought so. So you're going to have you have either right now, or you're about to attract, through this shift in this Lion's Gate portal, you're attracting transformative relationships. A lot of you could be helping others or transforming others, empowering others with the work that you do in the world, no matter what it is. You have a lot of transformative energy. Look at how you have transformed. Look at that transformation. And you are attracting people that help you transform to the next level. I feel for a lot of you, the dream is a relationship, because you've got the 9 of Cups and you've got the 8 of Wands. Now, this could be collaborative, this could be creative, this could be soulmates, kindred spirits. It can be all kinds of relationships. But I feel if you're in a relationship right now, this Lion's Gate portal brings a transformation to your particular relationship and brings you to a new level of much more emotional fulfillment. So you're attracting emotional fulfillment and emotionally fulfilling relationships. Okay, let's just see what, I don't want to go over too much. I'm just going to try to keep these at 8. Wow, Aries, I am. So passion, purpose, look at it, it's right under success. Passion, purpose, someone or something passionate about you. Now this could be contracts. This could be a new job or a contract or contract work. These are meaningful, transformative connections that help you transform the way you relate and the types of relationships you have, and also transform your world. So a lot of you, I would say within the next 6 to 8 months, if not sooner, if you're not in a relationship now, I would definitely say get out there more, and that you are attracting a very transformative, romantic love, higher consciousness, soulmate that's a life mate relationship. And they're very strong. Either you have a very strong masculine energy or they do. So you're centered in your I am. And metaphysically, in esoteric astrology, Aries is I am that I am. In other words, I am spirit. I am spirit in form. I am spiritual substance. So if you've been looking for contracts or more contract work, or to, raise or something, that is coming. But there's really a raising in all of your relationships right now. All right, so let's get, just going to do the Astro Dice today. What does soul story number 1 need to know? Wow, 11th house. What did I say? Something in the 11th house. Whoever these people are, you're meeting them through mutual friends. And Mercury, you've got Mercury in Cancer in the 11th house. It makes me think that a lot of you are either very caring, or you're in a caring profession, healing, health profession. However, what it's saying is your best connections come through your group, your soul tribe, groups of like-minded individuals, or like-minded focus. Like it could be spiritual, it could be philosophical, but it could be anything. It could be, maybe you love playing poker and you have poker night or poker group, or you like kayaking and you go to the kayaking group. It could be anything. So that's the direction. I do feel there will be a new group opening up for you in this Lionsgate portal. All right, Radiant Soul Light, your Soul Insights mantra is, ooh, snap, wow. I am that I am, and I am attracting the higher vibrational, loving, and fulfilling I am that I am. Let me know how this resonates. Love and light. Hello, Soul Light. If you chose Soul Story number 2, this is your reading. I heard 2. 2 is better than 1. Now, you've got the Strength card here with the Rorik tarot deck. Of course, Leo energy. You've got Sewillow here, which is the rune of the sun, the solar energy of recuperation. There's something you're recouping through this Lionsgate portal that's opening up, which is a recouping or a bringing back of what was lost and or diminished. That could be your energy, that could be your capacity for fun, curiosity, that could be your zest for life, that could be certain people, that could be also health, stamina, and stability. So you're very centered, or this gateway brings you into more centering. This Lion's Gate is somehow realigning you or aligning you to the higher vibrational aspect of you, or more of your soul alignment. So a lot of you are doing something with the soul alignment. Now, you did choose the black moonstone. So it connects you obviously to the moon and emotions, but the black energy, the black also opens you up to potential and possibility. and being able to traverse the unknown. It's also a clearing of stuck energy or lower vibrational energy. You could call it negative energy or less life-enhancing energy. Now, of course, I hate using the word negative because everything is negative and positive. The negative is the feminine aspect. It's the void. It's the potential. It's what's not yet in form. It's the minus until the electrical energy comes in, which is the conception or the womb. So you're probably working a lot with the unknown or the void or potential or opportunity. You might be finding yourself uncertain of your path right now, what you're doing or where you're going, or maybe you know a little bit, but you want to know more. So it feels like you're going to be harnessing your energy in a certain way. Perhaps you're, harnessing your vital life force energy, your physical energy. I do feel like this Lion's Gate is going to bring you a discernment of, I'll do this, but I won't do this. I'll focus here, but not here. I'm using my energy for this, but not this. So there's going to be a lot of decision making for you that comes up for you. All right, let's go a little deeper. For soul story number 2, this very powerful Lion's Gate portal. Wow, a lot more humor. Look at the bottom. Something told me, look, the Chariot. Cancerian energy. So there's something that you're wanting to do. That's the 7. Some of you could be in a 7-year cycle. It could be 7 more weeks, 7 more months until something manifests or comes through for you. And then we've got, look at that, 6 of Wands, success. And you've got strength twice, the Leo card. So on this strength card, you've got the lion and here the lamb, which brings in kind of the spiritual, oops, gosh, I always do that, sorry about that, biblical, and I mean the stories of the Bible, the allegories, the metaphysical, which is being soft yet firm, okay? So something about being soft yet firm, and then the Lovers. Oh, I love that, right when I said that, Gemini. Page of Wands. Okay, you're lightening up. Look at this. So far we have 5 cards, and we have 3 major arcana, which is kind of what happened with soul story number 1, and I was using a different deck. We've got the Chariot, got the Strength card, Leo, so we've got Cancer, Leo, Gemini. So there could be something with Cancerian energy, Leo's twice, time of Leo, that's this Lion's Gate, this portal. And for a lot of you, there's something you're going to be doing, and you're going to be doing it much more intuitively. There's some kind of opening. Now, I'm also hearing for some of you, it's about being softer, more vulnerable, more open, less rigidity, less barriers and less walls. That's going to be your success. That's going to work for you. If you're looking for a place or looking to move, I would say you're going to find the place, the right place, or you're going to get the loan or the money or the car. Actually, this Lion's Gate is going to highlight your success, your abundance in your life. And then you're going to kind of relax into your strength. Your strength is going to be not being so rigid, not being so hard, having good boundaries within, but flexible, a bit more porous. I don't know, there's this gentleness, but also inner strength. And that's opening you up to new possibilities. That's what I'm seeing also with the Lovers, because it brings choice, it brings possibilities. This could be more different people you're dating, different suitors, if you want to use an old-fashioned word. It could open up dating world for you, new friends. Here's the thing that I also get with you, soul story number 2. You're navigating your openings and your opportunities differently. Your friends, your friend groups, your spiritual groups, your work groups. the job, some of you, I do see you're doing multiple jobs, or you're doing maybe contract work or freelance, something where you're going to different places. Maybe that's part of your job. You go to different places. That could be, I don't know, I guess that could be different retreats or centers or something. But look at that freedom that comes in. Page of Wands, freeing up. Actually, Sagittarius energy there. So you've got the magician's wand here. You don't have to hold everything so tight anymore. You're following your intuition. You're following your gut knowing, your energy in motion. You're following the animating energy, what's working for you, and it's successful. So this Lion's Gate is saying focus on what's been successful for you, what feels like it's working, because it's working in. And it brings you new opportunities, new directions. It brings you actually, I think, an increase of people around you. Something frees up so that you can begin to go in a new direction. Let's see if we're getting any more message for this new direction, for this Lion's Gate portal of light. Okay, well, it definitely has to do with work. It's a new level of work that's going to require some kind of commitment. So you're building something new. And again, look, we've got the High Priestess here. Pisces energy. So a lot of you are working smarter and not harder. Some of you are working and integrating your intuition, because you've got 2 cards of intuition here. Actually, the Strength with the Lamb is intuition. The Lovers is intuition. And the High Priestess is intuition. But you don't know yet where it's all going. But look at that Knight of Wands. And we're going to do one more, 7 of Wands, courage. So this is following your heart, really looking within, not following anyone else. So if you're doing anything within a group, a company, social media, trust yourself and your own ideas. Work on yourself, your own ideas, and then bring them into the light of day. Then bring them into that movement. This is about following your own internal timing, your own inner rhythm, hearing the call of your own inner drum, literally. So for some of you with the Chariot here and the Knight of Wands, this could be a move of house, apartment, living situation changes, and or where you live. It could be a longer trip that you could be taking. Some of you could be going on holiday or vacation. Some of you, this could be a vacation or holiday with work, or travel with work as well. I do get a lot here with TV, video, social media, entertainment. This could be posting, obviously, also. But it's like you're coming out in a new light. People are seeing you in a new light. And that's kind of generating the energy that you want. Let's see what area in your life is going to be more, where the focus is going to be, what's going to be more enhanced and focused on for this Lion's Gate. First house. You really, if you feel a resonance and you were kind of drawn to Soul Story number 1, I would watch that video. This is because people are going to be seeing you differently. There's something about you that's changing. It could be imperceptible. It could be energetic. It could be, let's see, hold on one second. There was one card, there it is. It wanted to come up, the 10th house, career. I thought so. So you're journeying in a new career. So there is a new career path that's coming for you. Something's changing about your outer looks or appearance, but it could also be how you hold yourself, how you feel about yourself. You're communicating differently to people. People are picking up the vibe of you differently. So I want to feel like some past trauma, something has been greatly released, or you got a hand, actually released. I don't know. I feel like you're connecting to this very authentic part of you. Very authentic, very, it has to do with destiny. You're moving in a new direction, or there's just much more opportunities for you in business, because you're going to be really busy. You're still working on a foundation of something, but it's starting to get seen or noticed, or you're starting to get seen or noticed. First house, the body. Okay, that's the message. We got first house twice. We've got the first house here, and first house here. So take care of your body. I definitely feel body changes. So, and even with the chariot has to do with the body. It could be a car, a house, right? Because those are aspects of how we're housed, you know, how our body, our house, you know, the spirit, our spirit is housed in a body, you know, or connects with the body being the vehicle for soul expression. So some of you could be having so much success that in your career or your job, but many of you, I feel it's career or something entrepreneurial, that you end up buying a new house or have the money to lease something else or do a move. Now, I do get a message with the body, take care of your body and your body will take care of you. But I am seeing improvements in the body because look at you're feeling good. You know, and there's a lot of vitality and stamina here. So a lot of you, what's going to happen also during this Lion's Gate portal, new openings and opportunities into health, something that helps you in your body, helps you feel better in your body, helps your body be healthier or better. And that's going to also help you have the energy and the focus for your career and your new directions. So you are on your path to destiny for sure. All right, let's look at, oh my God, I just dropped. Hold on, I don't want to knock over the camera. I just dropped the Astro Dice. And I'm wedged in with the tripod and the camera. So I do not want to knock it over. Okay. Got it. All right. So is there a message in that for you? All right. Some of you may live in a small place and you're getting a bigger place is what I'm hearing. There's a lot with movement and travel in this. That's a travel card, Chariot. Page of Wands is travel. Knight of Wands is travel. 10th house could lead you to a destiny issue where you change your living environment. Okay, messages for soul story number 2 for this Lion's Gate portal opening. All right, so we've got Cancer. Wow, you really need to look at soul story number 1, I would say. Wow, you've got Jupiter in Cancer. Now, Cancer is also, it's the emotions, emotional body, but it can be the physical body too, and I don't believe it. First house, the house of the body. So Jupiter in Cancer, things at the house or home life are getting better. Things that have to do with family are getting better. You're going to feel a lot of love and connection, whether it's through family or friends like family or significant other or friends. And your body is getting better. There's something that has to do with your physical body and how you feel. So if you've been feeling down or depressed with that Jupiter in Cancer, you're feeling better about yourself, better about your body. I think there's going to be changes in your body. Now, it's slow. It's not real slow, but it's gradual change. Also, because you have Sewillow here, is gradual change. This is not like change that happens overnight, right? And it's how you show up to express and experience your life on a soul level. Something is changing. It's making you very magnetic. I think people are going to be noticing you. Like, it's not just, for some of you, it's dating. It's people noticing you dating, you know, or they're attracted to you. But it could be clients or customers or people online with that Six of Wands, that they're seeing you in a different light. It's like, it's going to help your career. It's going to help your for those of you that are business people or entrepreneurs, or even if you work for a company, it's going to help you in your career focus. It's going to help you with the job. It's going to help you connect into your destiny. A lot of you, this Lionsgate brings you a definitive answer about your destiny and about how you're going to be manifesting your soul's purpose in a public way. So you're going to be looking better, feeling better, and so that's going to communicate to the public somehow. All right, Radiant Soul Light, beautiful reading. Your Soul Insights mantra to support you on your path at this time for this amazing Lion's Gate is Woo! Wow. As I connected with my inner love, I experience outer love. Oh, in all its beautiful forms. So whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. You're connecting in with beauty and harmony, a harmonization, resonance, coherence. And that is bringing you the success because you're in alignment. This has a lot to do with alignment and even aligning the body. So you could be working with muscles or skeletal system, maybe doing physical therapy or massage, something. It's all about alignment. The inner alignment is expressing and showing up. You're seeing the world differently, yourself differently, you're showing up differently. You're seeing yourself, your true self. That's also the lovers. The inner masculine, inner feminine, the divine conjunctio. So you're seeing your wholeness. That frees you up. All right, soul lights. See you in the next reading. Happy Lionsgate. Hello, soul lights. Okay, I heard my daughter, my loved one. Right away, this Lionsgate is bringing a connection to someone from the other side. I'm getting. Some of you work with a physician on the other side, or you work with a spirit team that has to do with herbs, herbology, teaching, healing. You could be a doctor, nurse practitioner, doula, I guess midwife, acupuncture, naturopath, something. I get a lot of health. Now, I also heard that look into selenium. I think it's a mineral. You may need that. Again, let me do the disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I'm channeling information. For a lot of people, it may or may not resonate. Trust your own intuition. Talk to your healthcare provider or doctor. Okay, there we go. Because also I'm getting this hematite works on muscles, stiff muscles. So you might need this magnetic hematite. It also pulls toxins out of the body. And of course you got desert rose, which is selenite. So you're getting a major healing during this Lionsgate 8816, which is a 7, which 16 is the tower. So something is disrupting you. I think it's disrupting an unhealthy pattern, or there's going to be a breakthrough in health. But I feel like for you, if you work with magnets, it could be very helpful, maybe even infrared for you, but specifically magnets. Magnetic hematite is going to help you with your muscles, with your bones. I don't know, put it in your bath, put it in your bed. I really feel it needs to be around you. And this selenite, this desert rose, you're clearing up a lot so that you can see more. This is a purification time for you. So you could be cleaning up your diet or people or what you consider toxic, or just there's a cleansing and a clearing going on energetically with you. It doesn't even have to be any, you know what I mean? It's an energetic clearing, and part of it is this lust. Now, one of the things I really get from you in ancient times, I was getting a lot of Egyptian energy, a lot of Atlantean energy, and working with key codes or light codes, working with sacred geometry, some of you working with sound, maybe music, musicians, sound healing, sound engineer, producing, or you need to be working with sound, but you're clearing ancient codes. We call them detractor codes. They're codes that detracted from your true key codes and light codes of your soul. So this means there's generational trauma that you've been clearing, cleansing, moving through, making peace with, moving into compassion about, but clearing patterns that limited you and didn't work. You see, there's a bit of a disconnect here from her and the lion, which is her instinctual awareness, your instincts. So there could have been something, judgments around sex, sexuality, how you express, how you look, your body, but you're cleaning and cleansing all that. And it's like this part of you is coaxing you back. So, for instance, you could have been told, oh, don't laugh like that, or girls don't laugh like that, or boys don't play with this, or girls don't do this, boys don't do that, whatever. There are all these don'ts. And the energy starting at this Lionsgate portal is opening you up to free up, to hear spirit and feel the spiritual energy that you are and reconnect with this very important aspect of you. It's integrating, right? Black and white, or kind of black and yellow, whatever. It's this integration time. You're connecting with your lust, with your body again, your body, your beauty, your passion, your purpose, how you feel in your body, sensuality. You're going to laugh out loud. But this part, within the next 3 months, starting at the Lionsgate, is coming back together. So there's some kind of unification that's taking place for you. Wow. Let's see. Soul story number 3. Didn't know that was coming out. Let's look, because you've got the good tarot, which is kind of etheric, and this is wanting to come out. And I have no idea with this reading. This reading really kind of threw me for a loop. It's like you're coaxing out. It's almost like the divine masculine is coaxing the divine feminine out. And what did you get this? Oh my God, I love it. Strength. You got it twice. Beautiful. Strength card, strength card. Got these reversed. The Hierophant. Yeah, see, you're busting out of conventionality. Whoa, what are you going to attract, soul story number 3? You're busting out of conventionality. The Hierophant, listening to the higher self, but this Hierophant's a little rigid. You're going to be busting loose. You could have a lot of wisdom. You could have gone to school. You could be academic. You could be a teacher, a healer. It doesn't matter. You could be older. It doesn't matter. You're busting out of conventionality, out of societal programming. You're busting out of karma with this 8 energy here. And look at the 10 of Earth, 10 of Pentacles. You're going to be sitting pretty. Whatever it is that you're doing, a lot of you, it could even be a new path. So we have, of course, strength, Leo energy, and through the Hierophant we have Taurus. So both of those are fixed. So there is something, you know, it's a square. So there's some agitation, there's some movement, but it brings you what you want: the group, the family, the money, the acclaim, feeling better, more security. So actually busting out of what's limited you brings you more of what you want. Look at that 5 of water. It's that 5 of cups. But there's a heart there. You see that? So a lot of you could be doing better financially, but still the emotional department's lagging a bit, the relationship. 4 of water. We're going to look at that though. But I think busting out. Now, some of you, you might be making a change in relationship, a separation, a divorce, or you might be saying, hey, we got to grow in a different direction. I'm not happy. I want to move out of this. Some of you, this could draw in a marital partner, or if you are in a committed relationship, it could go to marriage. Because the Hierophant with the 10 of Earth or 10 of Pentacles, and the Hierophant usually has to do with marriage. So there could be a solidifying of a contract or contractual agreement, or something with work, or solidifying some type of committed relationship, or solidifying the commitment. And it does come out of, I'm going to move into tolerance. It comes out of some kind of disappointment. 3 of water. Look where you go though. Abundance, connection, communication, sharing, love. So a lot of you are going to have a nice little group, a little posse to hang out with. And then we've got the 6 of fire. Moving on and forward, moving upward and outward. So some of you could be a teacher. You move past disappointments, what held you back in the emotional body, through perhaps beliefs, perceptions, either passed on to you. And now you're moving into an abundance time where you're getting some kind of acclaim or success, validation. And for some of you, it's actually doing work that you really love doing. And look at that Ace of Air, new directions. Cutting through the disillusionment, the illusion, and focusing on the vision. There will be changes for you, a new direction in the winter months. This also brings in a new level of communication and new ideas that again bring increase. So for you, this wonderful Lion's Gate opens a portal to abundance, financial security, a plan, a project, a dream, a vision that you have that you're able to put a plan together. This could be one project, it could be many projects, but it does bring in some kind of financial stability. For some of you, it's a legacy online, legacy financially, money that you can pass on or give or share. Some of you are going to have enough money to share or help others. But there's a new idea that's coming in for you. Let's get a little more insight. There's a new idea that's coming in, or you already know this idea. Now it's about taking action upon it. 3 of Earth. There it is, working together. This could also be gradual progress, but it has to do with working with others or working in groups. It could be courses, classes. It could be working in groups on your own. If you're an entrepreneur, have your own business, or maybe you're, a counselor of some sort, or teacher, or this could be working within a better group in your existing company or corporation. So it is showing cooperation. So maybe you didn't have cooperation in the past, but it is showing that there is cooperation, success, and a belief in something that's possible. Your vision, you see is now possible. So expect cooperation from the people around you, the people you work with, and overall the universe. You're freeing up energy. You're freeing up where you were held back or tied into knots is what I'm hearing. Okay, here's one of the areas that's coming up, the 9th house. So definitely publishing. The 9th house is the opposite to the 3rd, so it could be something in social media, teaching, publishing, putting stuff out there on the interwebs, right? The internet. Your inner ideas, your inner worth, putting it out there. Some of you, this could also be that you're going to be meeting someone that is very different than you, maybe from a different culture, different country, that is going to be quite important for you. You're getting to the higher ideal. So you're getting to the Sagittarius, you're connecting to the galactic center in Sagittarius. So that is that conjunction there with that wonderful Lion's Gate, that portal, that you're having some kind of connection. 1st house, everyone has gotten the 1st house. So this is how you have a new lease on life. This is not only how you see the world, but also how others are seeing you. And there's the 11th house, wishes, goals, dreams, wish upon a star. This is showing that this has to do with kindred spirits, people that are similarly focused as you. So something's changing where you're more in alignment with people that are just more part of your soul group, soul tribe, soul family. So you're going to be doing a lot with groups, maybe bringing some new idea to some groups, or you're getting some ideas from groups. I do feel like there is a new direction, perhaps working more on a group level. There could be some kind of international travel that you're doing also. But again, the focus is with you, with this Lion's Gate. It's bringing in a focus of you. Friends are going to be very helpful. So look around at your friends and have gratitude and love for them. Friends are very, they're part of this 10 of Pentacles here, this whole line here. I feel some people could help you that are part of your community. This is about community. And then we've got Cancer, I feel. Well, look at all of that water. You feel the Cancerian energy. You feel better and better in your body. You feel your way through. You intuit. So that's the key phrase and kind of focus for you during this Lion's Gate, is to focus on your feelings. And also could be home, the body, home, family, friends that are like family, some kind of routine in the home and feeling more homey, more comfy, taking time to nurture, taking time to care for the body is what I'm hearing. Because didn't you get body? Yeah, you got first house. All right, for soul story number 3, let's look and see with the Astro Dice. Messages, further messages for soul story number 3 for this gateway. Opening to the Lion's portal, gateway. Mars, movement, Mars, also connecting through Aries to the body. In Virgo, health, nutrition, fecundity. Virgo is one of the original fertility goddesses. And then you've got it in the 7th house, so cooperation, connection. You have a very fruitful time coming on. So Mars in Virgo is not just the details of things or health, but it's also looking at abundance, the 10 of Pentacles. So see yourself abundant. Feel the abundance that you already have. As the Vestal Virgin, Virgo is connecting to your own integrity. Obviously shining your own light, working with others. Some of you are, again, this gateway shifts your energy to attract someone within a soul group, within some kind of community setting that brings a lot of emotional fulfillment. So you're moving into more emotional fulfillment because you've released the rigidity, the constraints of your past programming, your past conditioned response patterns. Just what didn't serve you. Some of it never served you, some of it was too rigid, but some of it is just, it's done, it's over, you're moving on. You're moving more to more abundance and more possibilities, more trust and faith in your soul, being guided by the higher self, the higher aspect of your being. You're more trusting right now. But this is very powerful. Having that Mars in Virgo, and by the way, Mars will be in Virgo, or is in Virgo as I'm doing this reading. We've got Venus in Leo retrograde, and it goes into Leo, and then it'll go into Virgo, and it'll kiss Mars in Virgo. So this is very powerful. So some of you could be doing something in the health and wellness field, working with others, supporting others somehow. And again, if you're working with healthcare practitioners or doctors, or on some kind of regime for your body, some kind of routine or health program, it's going to be successful. Bit by bit, with Virgo there, it's just saying you need to bring that into your routine also. All right, Soul Light, let's look and see what your Soul Insights mantra is for this Lion's Gateway. I now feel and respond to the alignment to my true nature of my soul. And so I now attract what is in alignment for the highest vibration and expression of my soul. Lots of love and light, and happy Lion's Gate.